You can talk with someone for years, every day, and still, it won't mean as much as what you can have when you sit in front of someone, not saying a word, yet you feel that person with your heart. You feel like you have known the person for forever. Connections are made with the heart, not the tongue. We have to allow ourselves to be loved by the people who really love us, the people who really matter. Too much of the time, we are blinded by our own pursuits of people to love us, people that don't even matter, while all that time we waste, and the people who do love us have to stand on the sidewalk and watch us beg in the streets. It's time to put an end to this. It's time for us to let ourselves be loved. Maybe you can afford to wait. Maybe for you there's a tomorrow. Maybe for you there's 1,000 tomorrows, or 3,000 or 10. So much time you can bathe in it, roll around it. Let it slide like cones through your fingers. So much time you can waste it, but for some of us there's only today. And the truth is, you never really know. The only way that we can live is if we grow. The only way that we can grow is if we change. The only way that we can change is if we learn. The only way we can learn is if we are exposed. And the only way that we can become exposed is if we throw ourselves out into the open. Do it. Throw yourself. I have come to accept the feeling of not knowing where I am going, and I have trained myself to love it, because it is only when we are suspended in midair with no landing in sight that we force our wings to unravel and alas begin our flight. And as we fly, we still may not know where we are going to, but the miracle is in the unfolding of the wings. You may not know where you're going, but you know that so long as you spread your wings, the winds will carry you. Do not let the memories of your past limit the potential of your future. There are no limits to what you can achieve on your journey through life, except in your mind. There is no such thing as a broken family. Family is family and is not determined by marriage certificates, divorce papers, and adoption documents. Families are made in the heart. The only time family becomes null is when those ties in the heart are cut. If you cut those ties, those people are not your family. If you make those ties, those people are your family. And if you hate those ties, those people will still be your family, because whatever you hate will always be with you. Pain is a pesky part of being human. I've learned it feels like a stab wound to the heart, something I wish we could all do without in our lives here. Pain is a sudden hurt that can't be escaped. But then I have also learned that because of pain, I can feel the beauty, tenderness, and freedom of healing. Pain feels like a fast stab wound to the heart, but then healing feels like the wind against your face when you are spreading your wings and flying through the air. We may not have wings growing out of our backs, but healing is the closest thing that will give us that wind against our faces. I think that we are like stars. Something happens to burst us open, but when we burst open and think we are dying, we're actually turning into a supernova. And then when we look at ourselves again, we see that we're suddenly more beautiful than we ever were before. They say a good love is one that sits you down, gives you a drink of water, and pats you on top of the head. But I say a good love is one that casts you into the wind, sets you ablaze, makes you burn through the skies and ignite the night like a phoenix, the kind that cuts you loose like a wildfire, and you can't stop running simply because you keep on burning everything that you touch. I say that's a good love, one that burns and flies, and you run with it. You can be the most beautiful person in the world, and everybody sees light and rainbows when they look at you. But if you yourself don't know it, all of that doesn't even matter. Every second that you spend on doubting your worth, every moment that you use to criticize yourself, is a second of your life wasted, is a moment of your life thrown away. It's not like you have forever, so don't waste any of your seconds. Don't throw even one of your moments away. Count your blessings, not your problems. Count your own blessings, not someone else's. Remember that jealousy is when you count someone else's blessings instead of your own. Stop giving other people the power to control your happiness, your mind, and your life. If you don't take control of yourself and your own life, someone else is bound to try.